Perfect pick is what Gaimin Gladiators is going to require right now. Only 9 seconds of reserve time left. Let's see what their hero of choice is going to be.
Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. They go for Lifestealer. Okay.
Okay.
So it's going to be carry. It's going to be offlane Razor. It's going to be the position for Earthshaker. So it's going to be mid Pango. So nothing like that. When it comes out, everyone goes to the role that you expect. I just did not think that we see Lifestealer. And I'll be honest, I don't like this Lifestealer. I don't like this Lifestealer at all. I feel like the hero doesn't do enough damage. It tends to sort of be like front line. You really like to pair it up with a secondary damage source. Ace and Razor and Pango are decent, but I prefer something like an OD or a Zeus or a Sniper can do a little bit more than these guys. So game one, I'm gonna shout out to our observer, by the way. He has been with us every game. The man's an animal. You know, we go in like for multiple best of threes, and he's there throughout the whole thing. So it's not easy, and we're glad to have him.
Yeah, it is. It's a hard job for sure, but it looks like maybe we might be getting a fight. Everyone from TSM moved up into the Radiant High Grounds, and they will actually see tOfu here with their wards. See if they make the jump. This could be an easy first blood for them. They also spot dyrachyo. Actually going to use Reflection. Not interested in going for that Lifestealer. Instead, they want to focus down the Shaker. But what a fantastic Fisher denies so many of the reinforcements. And instead, it looks like Bryle's actually been the one in danger right now. He's trying to run away, but dyrachyo with the body block in. Seleri gets the first one. Timado also out of position, trying to get the trade at least onto this bench, but it's not going to work out. It's a 2 for nothing, but the action isn't even over yet. dyrachyo stepping forwards. He will actually get punished this time round. The Lifestealer does fall. Looking to see if they can take down Ace as well, but he's just too damn tanky and speedy to get away. So as a result, 2-for-1 advantage there for Gaimin. They get the first blood as well, and they get 3 of the bounties. What a huge start. Oh, but Bryle, okay. Does at least manage to take down Ace.
That's nice, but it's still a big win for Gaimin Gladiators here with the bounty ruins, with the first 2 kills. Win probability though, according to the draft at the moment, says like, yeah, it's slightly favored towards TSM.
Yeah, 2%, yeah, that's hardly worth mentioning.
4%.
It's basically 50-50. Alright, 4%. I suppose the difference in total. But yeah, a very chaotic way to start this best of 5, the grand finals with BetBoom Dacha. We could not hope for anything better. And surely that is just a tale of things to come. Like, the action will not stop coming.
So top lane is going to be Terrorblade and Warlock versus Razor and Earthshaker. I feel like this game, there shouldn't be too many kills on the top lane. You know, there's not a whole lot of stuns, but it's only basically the Earthshaker. Terrorblade's kind of meh. So I do think the top lane will be mostly a farm fest here.
I feel like maybe if tOfu could land like a really sick Fisher and just completely catch Timado out of position, maybe they can get a kill. Meanwhile, down bottom, Kasane also taking a few beans right now. One more right click's all they need, but no one's actually going to fully chase for that one. The Brew will survive. dyrachyo taking a couple of whacks in response for that. Hey, Seleri's happy. He just got 2 last hits.
And by the way, I love what dyrachyo is starting off with that Orb of Venom. Just stays on top of the Brewmaster. Brewmaster's like, I can't. Kasane just can't lane against him. So it's working out very nicely for him.
It is, yeah. I mean, doing fine in CS as well so far for dyrachyo. 5-1 compared to the 4-0 of Kasane. As more levels like start racking up onto this Lifestealer, do you think he's going to be able to just bully out the Brew entirely?
I actually favor the other side. I think the Grimstroke and the Brew is a stronger combination. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Fisher comes out.
Oh, perfectly placed there from tOfu, making sure he keeps his offlaner nice and alive. And yeah, just having multiple ways of cancelling upheaval is going to be very, very useful this game.
It's never fun to be Warlock when you're up against these long range stuns and there's not much you can do. You put on upheaval and that's it. Some harass will be coming out here thanks to the Fatal Bonds, but it's only level 1 Fatal Bond, so it's not the biggest deal in the world.
Yeah, just very minor amount of damage there. Just a couple of the couple of little imps coming through as well, not applied too much. Meanwhile, in this mid, it's again pretty damn even. 13-3 for Quinn. So the 13-1 there of the Primal. So yeah, no one's really able to pull up much of a lead so far. Maybe have to wait and see those level 6s come out, and potentially we could start seeing some kills fly out in this mid.
Kasane is looking very interested to go for the randomize very early on. I like this. I don't imagine Gaimin Gladiators can take buildings all too quick with this lineup. So why not just go for the Hand of Midas and play, not for, you know, for the slightly longer game.
Yeah, I mean, they are just running at this Brew right now. Right clicks hurt a lot, plus the magic missile. Even still, Kasane will die. The miss Doesn't land twice in a row. They will find the kill. Ari makes sure he gets the Lotus, but that is going to cost him his life. So at the end of the day, it's a double kill for dyrachyo. Meanwhile, more fight happening up top right now. Warlock barely able to escape. Timado standing his ground, but a lot of damage there from the static link. Ooh. Everyone dies at the same time. 3 people. tOfu, the only person left alive, gets a double kill for his efforts as well. All right, that was chaotic.
That's going to be a fast shard or blink dagger for the guy. He's already got 700 gold in the pocket, which means his arcane boost is going to come very quickly, which will allow the Razor to spam out his spells. So this top lane, I did not see it coming. Timado's still farming well in terms of CS, almost doubling what Ace has, so it's not the biggest deal. But Gaimin Gladiators with 1,000 gold advantage already in the 4-minute mark.
Yeah. 4 minutes in, we've seen 9 kills happen in 2 different lanes. It's not like one of these side lanes where all the action's happening. It is absolutely everywhere. And I think it's even going to get crazy when eventually these 2 mid laners start getting involved in the fray as well. Because they are 2 heroes which don't mind making those early rotations either. They can benefit massively from them. Yeah,
they're both very, very low cooldown. By the way, I was saying Timado's doing really well at the top, but you look at how much tOfu has. He's got 8 CS on this Earthshaker. So it's not like that. Like overall, they're doing fine. Maybe Ace is not getting as much as he wants personally, but the lane is getting a lot.
Yeah, definitely. But at the moment, doesn't really seem like they're able to stop the farm coming out onto Timado just yet. Doing perfectly fine. Meanwhile, down at the bot lane, another kill there for dyrachyo. They take down Ari. So yeah, Lifestealer on a killing spree right now, doing fine in CS as well, 20-3. So already it's off to a fantastic start. I mean, we were saying in the draft this hero feels kind of weird, but he has a good start. Meanwhile, solo kill, Quinn taking down Bryle. He didn't even need his ulti for that. Just purely swashbuckle plus shield crash is enough to get the kill. Must have been a massive outplay.
That seems to be the case so far. I mean, look at Kasane. He's barely ahead of tOfu. Of course, tOfu got a double kill. Kasane has been... Oh, dear. This is not the show we were signing up for.
It's not. I think we cursed him, man. Chat all said that TSM's got this one. We said we preferred their draft, and now it is just Gaimin Gladiators showing why these guys have been taking every single damn tournament this year. Just so strong, no matter what.
I like it. Oh, looks like it's going to be another stun. I think tOfu might be losing his life, though.
Ace is the one that ended up dropping down there. Did get nearly a maximum link stack link off, but it makes no difference. You know, the damage boost that comes out from the meta easily upsets that. And it still manages to get the kill. Bryle very close to his level 6. Maybe then we might see him make a first move with that pulverize. But at the same time, Quinn is now level 7. Huge advantage for this Pango.
And it's like also, where do you really want to go? It does feel like against tank. Oh, Ari, is he going to take it? Someone needs to take it.
Yeah, they do manage to get the ball grab there for Bryle. Quinn with this Rolling Thunder does just have to retreat. It was a cute attempt to try and steal that one away, but not quite successful this time.
A little bit of recovery coming out here for TSM, but Kasane, oh, the mischance means that he doesn't get slowed, which allows him to run away. So small things are adding up, but it's still dyrachyo very comfortably at the top of the terms of net worth.
Yeah, and it is still Kasane very uncomfortably at the bottom of those cores. Only 100 gold ahead of tOfu at 6.5 minutes in. Really, really rough. Bryle also getting involved at the top lane with his first rotation. Will get this kill on towards Seleri. There was a nice Fisher attempt, but Primal Beast is one of those heroes that do not care. Easily get over the top of that one, yeah? Ends up being a free kill.
Much needed for them. Kasane, he has to pick up the Wisdom Rune, knowing that he's not going to be reaching level 6 without, for a long time without it.
Yeah.
So it does help, and that means it's going to be much harder for dyrachyo to kill him. Because their stuns on Gaimin Gladiators, not the longest, unless the Pango gets a good roll-up. It's like Fissure's good, and then you get Magic Missile. That's kind of it until Echo Slam comes out.
Yeah, that is very true. But already, we can see dyrachyo, man, he's only like 800 gold away, I think, from completing up the Satanic. Not Satanic, sorry, the Armlet. And in which case, how the hell did TSM even kill him, as he's just continuously running at Kasane. Every single time this Bruce steps up, he's getting punished immediately. Quinn also getting involved. Unfortunately, still a full level away from having his ult to try and survive. Actually, maybe the +1 Bryle's going to get caught out against the wall as well. It's a double for Quinn. Gaimin Gladiators, man, just giving no space whatsoever for TSM to play their own game, just running at them non-stop.
I mean, this is how Gaimin Gladiators has to play. They know that if they go ultra late, it's bad for them. So you have to apply that pressure very early on. That's why we're seeing, Falcon Blade, Armlet, all these sort of nice mid-game items. They don't scale fantastically well, but they're great to have in that 15-20 minute mark. They just want to make sure they apply as much pressure. Kasane, he realizes, he's like, Radiance coming out for Dacha next. Cool, I like it.
So how quickly he gets it, as potentially thinking about diving the tier 2, will decide against that as Bryle makes a TP in, going to charge forwards. Poor old tOfu will just be left behind, the sacrificial lamb. Just want to make sure that dyrachyo gets away. Actually, he didn't even run fast, still hanging around this tier 1 tower, not scared at all of the presence of the enemy mid lane. Just going to carry on getting these CSs in a pretty awkward spot. Meanwhile, Pulverize landing on towards Seleri. Maybe the turnaround comes through as Quinn getting involved, focusing on towards Ari. The Grim will fall, trades away with the Vengeful Spirit, but they're going to carry on pressing forwards right now. Quinn in danger. The upheaval doing work, but with a swashbuckle, just going to straight up TP away.
Overall, not too bad for TSM, the way that fight went. I think it was, what, a 2-for-2 trade. Timado was farming the whole time, so it's not too bad. And Timado, he is doing fairly well for himself. Kasane, by the way, he decided not to go for straight hand of Midas, going for the Urn instead. Feeling like, you know, I need to have some impact. If he needs that level 6, though. It's almost, what, 9.5 minutes, and no level 6 on your Brewmaster, who took the Wisdom Ruin.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, I think I quite like the decision to go for the Urn of Shadows, because if he did fully commit for the Hand of Midas, he wouldn't have any sort of way of helping out his team if a fight comes for a really long time. Like, it takes so long to then get an Urn after that. So he's just basically saying, I will still eventually get my Midas, but I want to be as useful as possible.
Well, looks like we're probably going to be losing Whitemon. It's fine. But yeah, dyrachyo going for the Radiance means that mid-game they're going to be so strong on Gaimin Gladiators, especially because like Terblade is a high armor hero. You want to be able to damage him with, like, sort of with magic damage. But later on, the Radiance damage falls off, and you are committing. You know what I mean? You're like committing to this mid-game timing for Gaimin Gladiators.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Then it's all like only the missed chances is really going to have much of an effect. But one sort of awkward thing about playing a Radiance into a TB is that as soon as you use his Reflection, they've got a Radiance of their own for a few seconds, and that can actually be really, really impactful. So quite interesting that dyrachyo does not care about that factor, and he's going to build it either way. And speaking of dyrachyo, maybe he's in danger as a 2-man smoke coming his way.
They miss out the scan.
He's not going to land. He's right on top of him. Oh, but the Infested's the cowbell! What a huge read, and he will survive. Fantastic play.
Dude, Bryle was invis, but the smoke broke on Ari. He's like, yeah, he's not here alone. So really unfortunate. And he teleports. I didn't realize you could teleport inside it.
You know, he's going to start ganking those tier 1 towers as the catapult, but instead they're hunting for Timado. They see him. He's out of mana as well. He is holding his skill point for Sunder, which maybe will have a...
You were doing very well. I'm very proud of you. You're a beautiful person until you make mistakes. Personality.
Yeah, definitely not the most impactful Warlock pick that we've seen in the past of this tournament, but you know, it's still early days. We could see some really clutch moves come out with the Chaotic Offering plus the Fatal Bonds. Only time will tell.
Once we get to Chaotic Offering, because unfortunately he is about... And Whitemon, well, he's not going to be reaching it this minute at least.
No, just going to get delayed even more. Timado once again getting pressured, forced to run away, slowed from the Diffusal Blade. Once again, TP's coming in from TSM to try and help out right now. He's trying to get an opportunity to use him. Nice Soulbind will lock him in place. Now Timado actually thinking about turning this around. Oof. Oh, geez, yeah, man. A quick swashbuckle. All of his mana's gone as well as his HP. might just have to end up running back to base here with no resources left.
63% of chat is now very sad, you know, the way the game is going, and dyrachyo getting close to that Radiance. The one nice thing you can say is that in between buying the armament and getting the Radiance, you don't get much stronger. But once he gets the Radiance, it's going to be a big power spike, and you have to be worried about that for TSM. And oh dear, Kasane has less net worth than tOfu.
Oh yeah, that is not what you like to see. The win probability as well was like 74% or something like that towards Gaimin Gladiators. Their off-laner is feeling like a support of this game. Their two other cores are like a full 1,500 gold at least behind their counterparts. Just, I don't know, is there anything we could say which is going right for TSM at this point?
They have Whitemon level 6, you know, so we get the Golem comes out. That's a good way to stop two. We talked about Magic Immunity. Golem doesn't care. You should be able to catch dyrachyo and Quinn at the same time. So that's going to be giving you a little bit of breathing room. Oh, Lord.
Well,
he just took the Wisdom Rune. Yeah,
another way for Gaimin Gladiators to further their lead in this first one at the best of 5 right now. It's getting real bleak for TSM. 17 for 7 with a 7k gold advantage. Seems to be the magic number. And we'll see how much more pressure Gaimin Gladiators are going to apply. Like, do you think they're going to wait for this Radiance to be completed, or can they just keep the pressure going?
If you wait, you're going to be waiting for a couple of minutes. You know, you still need a good amount of gold. I think that's going to be an opening for them. You could get like Rolling Thunder and Echo Slam, then wait for it after. So we'll see what they want to do for Gaimin Gladiators. They're using really these scans just to make sure no one's around dyrachyo. This is the second time they do it, by the way. Both times doesn't catch anyone, but he gets a feeling. He's like, I know someone's around. I can't scan it, but I still feel like they're around.
Yeah. I mean, he's been playing absolutely perfectly right now. Already, actually, no, I thought it was his score, but his Quinn is currently 6-0-4.
Oh,
so the Pangoliers having a fantastic time. And Gaimin thinking about invading the triangle right now. They will move in. They're going to see Bryle at the front, with the X-Well in front of him. All these long-range spells. Quinn is actually going to say, no, guys, let's go. Don't fall back. We can definitely take this one in a decent spot to maybe chain stun our Bryle, but instead the Soul Blind does sort of deny this Rolling Thunder. Out comes the curl to offer it as well. Seleri falls, Quinn locked in place. Swashbuckle animation comes through, but he still ends up dying. 2 pretty nice kills there for TSM. I mean, the one onto Quinn was worth a lot of money.
dyrachyo, I think is probably going to be okay. Yeah. But that's still amazing. That came out, why? Because we've seen the Grimstruck versus Span go so many times. Soulbind is amazing. And we also saw the double Fatal Bond come out, by the way. It only hit 2 people, but that's still a lot of damage. Whitemon, does he make that? No.
Man, that is just so much damage. dyrachyo's even going to try and steal the double stack right now. I mean, I think that is sort of being read here from TSM. We'll see if they start bringing heroes over to defend it. Instead, it looks like they just found a free grab on towards Ari. dyrachyo once again is going to charge forwards. There's going to be the Pulverize at least, holding back this Lifestealer. Maybe they can try and keep this one going. Swamp is going to be there from Seleri, trying to bring the Lifestealer out. It's a worthy sacrifice. Make sure he keeps his core alive. Meanwhile, jump forwards from tOfu there with his Blink Dagger. Does get a nice echo. That's going to be the kill onto kasane. Bryle barely able to survive himself. So a nice bit of counter pressure applied there from Gaimin.
Yeah, they're going to walk away happy with that. You know, they were able to kill Whitemon. They were able to kill kasane. And in the end, what did they lose for it? Seleri? That's fine for them.
Yeah.
And do you know Primal Beast has like 1 intelligence gain? And every time I'm looking at him, he's having huge mana issues just because this diffuse is coming out. He's like, oh, I just lose almost all my mana after just a couple of swashbuckles. So he's suffering. He is suffering a lot.
Definitely is. Meanwhile, dyrachyo still hanging around trying to steal these stacks. Bryle was coming in. They want to defend this if possible, but Quinn is nearby. Charge forwards there from Bryle. Maybe to separate himself from the rest of his team.
That's so bind.
An awkward spot right now, but still dyrachyo gets very low. He will actually fall. That's a massive kill to find. To get the grab onto Bryle at least, but this is still favouring TSM. Can Quinn get himself out alive? The Fisher is kind of making it a bit more awkward for TSM to fully chase.
Kasane
takes a lot of damage. The Brewmaster will survive, but it doesn't even matter, man. Killing dyrachyo, that was an 8 kill streak, I think, as well. Huge amount of gold.
tOfu, dude, kasane. He's playing real risky. He's being punished for it. You see his life low, staying a bit too long, and tOfu. I feel like the supports on both sides are really stepping it up. You know, we're seeing tOfu is also doing an amazing job, and Ari, when he gets those soul binds onto this, the second time he does it, it's working out for them. If they can get that to happen a couple of times, I feel like they can win the game. You can see the supports are having the most damage on TSM.
Yeah, it's just been sort of down to them to try and recover this game as much as possible, because it is just looking all GG at this point. And there was also a BKB completed now for Ace. I mean, it's been a while since we've actually seen him get involved in these fights. It's been mainly Quinn and dyrachyo running around, but yeah, with this item pickup, feels like the Razor is ready to start getting involved and maybe help apply more pressure to TSM and close them out this game.
And Gaimin Gladiators has gone for Bryle.
In danger, can he get himself out of this one? The answer is a definite no. He does end up falling down, kill going towards Ace. And actually, sort of know that Timado is maybe nearby, thinking about pushing into the jungle area. Not going to find it. Instead, it looks like TSM are the ones who want to try and make some sort of counterplay comes through. Soulbind is there, plus the Lions, but immediately BKB gets popped from the Razor to get the counter kill. Chaos Goblin also being committed. Seleri will eventually fall. Ace just trying to run himself away with the involvement of Quinn. Maybe they're going to try and turn this fight around and get a win once more. They can't fully lock down Kasane. Obviously, the magic community on the Earth Panda does allow him to retreat, so he will be fine.
Solid trade, but you have to use your golem for it. Timado might be losing his life.
Yeah, not even over. He doesn't have any mana for Sunder. He just gets taken down. Even with the Metamorphosis popped, it's just so easy for Gaimin to get on top of him and find the kill. Quinn cliffed himself. And actually, Bryle cliffs himself in response. It's a huge mistake there from Bryle. It looks like Gaimin Gladiators maybe want to try and make something happen with this one. dyrachyo is also coming through. And that feels real sad. Bryle summoning his inner Arteezy. That's an awkward death.
tOfu is going to be overtaking Bryle if this continues, as only Timado is having a good game. Guys, I love what they're itemizing. We talked about the Radiance for dyrachyo, but Ace, he's going for a Heaven's Halberd. Another way to sort of reduce the damage coming out from the Terrorblade. And Kasane, this poor guy, it's like he hasn't had a chance to breathe.
It feels real. He's level 10 for crying out loud, while tOfu is level 12. He is a full 1,000 gold behind. And yeah, we get to see on the level disparity. Like, even the Vengeful Spirit is nearly competing with the Primal and the TB. That is just absolutely horrible if you're a TSM fan right now.
A big part of that is, of course, because they got the Wisdom Rune at the 14-minute mark.
Yeah.
You know, denying so much for TSM and taking it for Gaimin Gladiators instead. And I believe that Gaimin Gladiators has the record for the second biggest net worth advantage in this tournament. Like the whole all-time record they achieved in this tournament against Nigma Galaxy in Game 1. And I don't know. They're looking like they might be beating it at this point.
Yeah, I mean, 20 minutes in, 17,000 gold lead. Even going to steal away the enemy Tormentor. Just really are putting everything they can into TSM right now and just really close out this game. A free shard gets given over towards Ace, who I think when we last saw him, he actually decided not to go for the Heaven's Halberd, and he actually queued up a Shiva's Guard instead.
Yeah, I saw that as well. That's fine, you know, just for it's good armor, gives you good vision as well. It's solid no matter what. And you look at TSM, they are not exactly BKB builders very early on. Especially, you see the Primal Beast, oftentimes you go Blade Mail into Heart, you get the BKB later on. Same thing with the Terrorblade, you don't go for BKB too early, you're going to go like Butterfly, Skadi, Manta. Look at the Wisdom Rune difference.
I know, that is horrible. It's like 6,200 experience advantage just from picking up these Wisdom Runes. It is really, really troublesome. I mean, you could say that the actual difference is maybe 12,000 considering how they've been stealing TSM's one. So you've got to factor in XP not gained as well as gained.
The EXP advantage for gaming is bigger than the gold. The gold is 41%, the EXP 51%. So if you think the gold is looking bad, the XP, or good, depending on where you're sitting, from, you know.
That's true. Yeah. Well, apparently, 60% of chat is sad, but 40% are happy right now.
Looks like Bryle is going to go for the straight up BKB instead of going for the heart. I'm fine with that. It feels like a lot of times he's trying to get the grab and the Pango rolls in or Fissure comes out, so the BKB helps because Gaimin guys, apart from the swap, they have nothing that goes to the BKB.
Yeah, absolutely nothing. We see a Hand of Midas has finally been completed for Kasane at 22.5 minutes in, so he's gonna try and get as much value out of that one as he can, but it all depends on how much space GG can give him. Oh, they've even found him again! Alright, he's able to get the split off at least. He will be able to run himself out of this one, but even when he's trying to find Farm Man, there's so much pressure being applied. Actually, the rest of the TSM coming in right now. They've got good connection. Well, be a huge Echo comes through. Massive damage. Timado actually has to use Sunder on his teammate to survive. They do get the kill towards tOfu, but it doesn't even matter. They lose their carry. Bryle has to run away on death's door. And Quinn trying to chase after Kasane right now. He's pretty damn slow. Can't get immediately on top of him. just the AoE damage from dyrachyo finishes off Bryle. It's another horrible situation. It looked like it could have been a decent start there as they caught Quinn kind of out of position, but it doesn't matter. They're too far behind. GG come out on top by 1.5 miles.
I mean, just the kill on tOfu gives them so much, but they were 3 of them just standing next to each other. They didn't know where he was. He jumps with a beautiful echo slam. As we said before, the sports are carrying in this game, and look at that. They're just like, it was a nice attempt because they saw Seleri already use the swap. He was pretty low. They thought maybe they could get this quick pick up, a good soul bind, but it's not. He doesn't connect to anyone.
An absolute disgusting echo from tOfu, man. Okay, he did actually sunder tOfu. I thought he did it on Bryle, but no, Bryle just took a bajillion damage elsewhere, so that doesn't even matter. But oh my god, what a dream echo to come out with him. That is what all Earthshaker players love to see, and yeah, definitely just gave him the free win there.
Gaimin Gladiators, they're at their peak right now. You know, they're as strong as they're gonna get. TSM can somehow weather the storm. They can make a comeback, but Gaimin Gladiators, they are looking really strong. Roshan hasn't been taken.
No.
It's going to go to the dire side in about 40 seconds. We'll see if GG wants to go for it then, and then go for higher ground. That would be the safer option rather than risking it right now.
Yeah, but I mean, we can see as well, they've already taken every single tier 2 at 24 minutes here. Just, there is no space
They haven't
anywhere
lost to tier
for
1.
TSM. They've not lost to tier 1, man. This is so disgustingly one-sided right now. I mean, it doesn't even look like TSM have any observer wards outside of their base. They're playing with no vision whatsoever. This is a very hard game to come back into. They need a lot of time before Timado gets real scary on this TV. Yep, they found the brew. 7 seconds before he has Ulma up. But actually, it looks like dyrachyo's not even interested to focus onto him, going onto Whitemon instead. Bro, trying to make some space.
They have an echo.
Disengaged. Rico B gets popped. Quinn rolling around. Lincoln Sphere to make sure he doesn't get controlled. Jump forwards, Echo is there from tOfu. They land on towards the TV yet again. Do their damage with the Sunder. They do. Timado is gone before he can react at all. Bryle charging in, trying to find a counter kill if possible on towards tOfu. He's not going to be able to find it. Instead, he loses his life. Dyrachyo is just in the base on his own. He finished off kasane, and that is it. GG is called. They tap out. 25-minute win there for Gaimin Gladiators. What a disgusting way to start this best of 5.
Absolute butchery, man. Absolute butchery. I mean,